Hello everybody! It's been a while since I did the first video. That has been because life has been chaotic for a little bit, but things have slowed down enough now that I feel like I can actually get into doing the next video. So as you can see, I have sort of pimped out things a little bit more as well, spent some time fixing that up. Hopefully the video quality is a little bit better, hopefully the lighting is a little bit better. We'll see once I've uploaded it. It seems to be good on my end. Of course I say that and it blurs. Thanks, camera. Okay, yeah, so today for this video I am going to be doing my regular makeup routine. So basically how I normally put it on every day. And if depending on how long this one goes, I might do my fancier makeup look, like when I actually do proper foundation and stuff. Disclaimer, you might get ragey seeing at the things that I'm doing wrong. If you are very acquainted with putting on makeup, you have been warned. You have been warned. So I guess we'll get started. I've already taken off my makeup for the day, so I will just start by putting on some fresh moisturizer. And usually I just use the moisturizer as sort of like a sticker for the foundation powder, just to sort of make sure that that sort of stays in place and doesn't fly away. We'll see if it works. I mean, most of the time it does, as long as I don't touch my face. But we'll see. Cool, so usually what I do is I start with the big brush and I go for my powder foundation, which is the Makeup Store Dual Foundation in the Stockholm color. So you can see a little bit better what it is. The nice thing about this foundation is that you can use it with a wet makeup sponge and you can just sort of dot it around your face and get it to sit quite nicely. This is what I do normally just when I want something super quick to cover up most of the redness. You can see I'm having a bit of a skin flare up. This is fantastic. Come on, camera. There we go. But it does a trick for the most part. Just sort of covering without being this thick layer of cement. Right, from there I will normally do a little bit of contouring with the eyeshadow Smog. Oh, it looks more orange here than it does. It's supposed to be more of a brown, but do a little bit of Smog. See if I can do this right. Kind of hard when I'm having to use webcams as my mirrors. Ish, good enough. Then a little bit under the chin. And a little bit on the temples. Oh, actually, you know what? I should probably just tie my hair up. Alright. Let's do that. Tie the hair up, get it out of the face, off the temples. We can actually do some proper contouring without having to move that out of the way all the time. Alright, cool. Much better. So after applying a little bit of the contouring stuff, I normally then just sort of fade it out a little bit with the same brush, making sure it doesn't get too dark. Just to then make sure I have no noticeable lines. I just go over with my big foundation brush that I used earlier. Don't put any fresh powder on that, just to, I mean, you don't want to totally cover up the contouring we just did. From there, I usually move on to eyebrows, which I know, faux pas, everybody says you should be doing your eyebrows first, but really my eyebrows are not all that complicated. I mostly literally just use one pencil, and then the pomade. Thank you, that was the word, yes. So literally just take my little mirror from the compact and try to draw on my eyebrows to be relatively the same. Don't go too dark. My eyebrows are already pretty dark, and I don't like to make them too thick, mostly because I don't know how to do that without looking like I've just come out of the boonies. I mostly just try to fill out where they thin a bit. I got a little too much into the early 2000s thing of tweezing your eyebrows to be these super thin, super barely there shapes. And now it's gotten to the point where it's like, yeah, they're just not gonna grow back in certain places. Thanks, eyebrows. So I really just fill in a little bit. Not too dark, not too thick. And I try not to go outside where the hair is growing. Because like I said, I really only use this one pencil. I don't have anything else that I use. So I really don't want to be having to do too much with just a pencil. It doesn't cover everything. Why am I closing this? I do this every day. Close the mirror, and then I have to open it like a second later because I need to do something else. So here we have the pomade, which a little bit dirty because there's like some eyebrow pencil stuff in there, but it's basically just almost like a wax. So I take my mascara type brush and put a little bit on, not too much because it really does, well, I mean, it's a wax, and it can make your eyebrows really flatten down if you put too much on. But basically I just put a little bit in, comb it upwards sort of against the grain to get some on, and then comb it down to get them to stay in place. All the while trying to be careful to not remove the pencil that I just put on. Some days I have to go back in and reapply a little bit, but most days I'm okay. All right, see, not too bad. I mean, maybe mostly even. Wouldn't say they're twins, but cousins. Well, we'll see. All right, so that's the pomade. Pomade. I never know how to say it. Heard so many people say it different ways. The wax, eyebrow wax, we'll call it that. We'll then move on to eyeshadow, and for that I use my little fluffy brush. It is super cool because it puts the color on quite nicely without having to use quite a lot. And I start off by doing a super light glitter color. It's like a nude glitter tone-ish. It is also from the makeup store, and it is called Savannah. It's quite nice. I find it adds just a little bit of shine without having to be this huge production. And again, I know my application technique is absolute shit, but this is the point of the videos, to document how bad I am and then go from there and try to learn and be better. So basically just dust that off on the fingertip, and we go to a slightly darker color, which is also glittery and brown. You can see I haven't used this one nearly as much because it is much darker and it is a lot more visible with a teeny tiny bit than the Savannah color is. Okay. And then I just sort of brush that into the corners. And a little bit into the crease. I don't want it to be like super noticeable. I just want it to be that little touch of shadow. Just to sort of make it pop a little bit. And then the side. I don't always get them super even. Close, right? Not too bad. Okay. From there, we move on to eyeliner, which I'm currently favoring my wind it up. Of course, I'm winding it down. What's it called? It is Wind Me Up from W7 Propelling Eyeliner. And basically just wind it up and it comes out in this little tip like that. And all I do is not very good at the winged eyeliner thing, so all I do is I literally just go right above my lashes to sort of give a little bit of thickness to them, make them look a little bit thicker. My eyelashes are pretty thin. All I want to do is do the just along the lash line, give the appearance of slightly thicker lashes. Ish. Oh no, I fucked up. Okay. I think I can fix it. I didn't get any Q-tips. Okay, that's not too bad. Ha! You can barely even see it. Alright, we'll just touch up with a little bit of powder on that side. There we go. Okay. Nah, I don't think I'll do the bottom lash. Usually what happens if I do the bottom lash is because I smile quite a lot and I like crinkle up my eyes quite a bit. If I put the mascara on the bottom lash line, it smudges pretty quickly. And then I just look like bad raccoon eyes. And once we're done with the eyeliner, I go ahead and put on my mascara, which currently is from Maybelline Lash Sensational Full Fan Effect. I'm really bad with mascaras. I don't think I ever buy the same one twice. Mostly just because I usually grab whatever's on sale. I'm not too picky with grabbing makeup store mascara like I am with grabbing other things from makeup store. All right. Cool. So, yeah. That's my makeup look for normal everyday workwear. Super basic, super simple. I need a little bit more pomade on that one. But yeah, usually throughout the day, like I have combination skin and it gets super oily in my T-zones. T-zone. Yeah. So usually what I have to do during the day is I will take my foundation brush and powder with me to work, and then I will just sort of touch it up as I go throughout the day. Just to try to get a lot of the shine and oiliness to sort of not be that visible. I don't know if it actually works, but it works with the mirror and work. So we'll see. I try to like do it in different types of lighting so that I can actually see what it looks like, but for the most part it looks meh. Okay, it gets me through the day. Okay. I am going to pause this recording and then take off this makeup and get ready to do the proper foundation and stuff makeup. Be right back. Okay, we're back and got the face clean and right, forgot to put the moisturizer on again. I usually put the moisturizer on with the foundation anyway, just because my skin does get kind of dry sometimes. Well, quite a lot. So usually just try to put a little bit of moisturizer on. Just makes my skin feel less cakey. Do not like cakey skin. Okay, so again, makeup store, and this is the Sculpt Excellence foundation in cashew color. This stuff spreads really quickly, or really easily. You really don't need a lot of it. So all I do is I do basically not even a full pump on my hand, like that, and then I take my different foundation brush. This one is slightly fluffier, not quite as dense and poofy as the other one, and just do a little bit of dipping of the brush bristles, like really not that much, not a lot at all on the bristles there, and then just sort of dot that around, and then start to work it in. Of course, go down onto the neck a bit and make sure that that's all blended to the same color. Okay, and then do the other side. That might be too much. Okay. We'll just sort of dot it around a little bit extra. Alright, and then work it. Yeah, this is tricky to do in front of a web camera instead of a mirror. I have no idea if this is looking as great in person as it seems to look on camera. But as you can see, very nice. Oh, that is bright. That's a little too bright. Might have to fix this lighting for next time, but you can see pretty good coverage with just a teeny tiny bit. I mean, you can see how much I still have left on my hand. It is a little goes a very long way with this stuff. And then same with the forehead. Just dot it on and work it in. I usually do just a little over the eyes, because I suck at using primer. I forget every single time, and then by the time I do remember, it is too late. At that point I just say fuck it. I keep going. So yeah, I didn't even need half of that foundation to get a really good coverage, I think. Yeah. I have my little handheld mirror here. Oh yeah, it looks pretty good. Okay. I'm satisfied with that. Right, so from here, just wipe all that excess off. From here, I usually move to my smoothing primer from Makeup Store, which is, I don't know if it's actually a primer. I've had different instructions from different women. Ooh, squeaky, sorry about that. I've had different instructions from different store staff telling me how to use this stuff. So usually I just take big fluffy foundation brush, and you can see it's like a little scoopy bucket thing here. Just to, oh wait, no, I skipped a step. Okay, we gotta do the contouring first before we put the setting powder on. Because yeah, that's the thing. Smoothing primer, I've been told you can use as a primer. You put that on, and then you put your foundation on. Every time I've tried that, it's looked like shit. And then I was told, no, you can actually use it as a setting powder. So first you put your foundation on, and then you dot the powder over it, and it works fantastically. Mostly. But you have to remember to put the contouring stuff on first, because otherwise it just sort of disappears and doesn't actually stay on there. Alright, fuck. I'm gonna do this reverse on the camera is tricky. Yeah, this lighting is way too light. Okay. Okay. I'm going a little bit darker than I did with the first attempt. Just because I will be putting setting powder on this. And I don't want that to totally overshadow it. That in just a little bit. And then, the wrong way. Jeez. Oh my god. Freaking webcams have got like this whole look mirror reversed. Mirrored. It's confusing. Trying to get this stuff on and not just totally mess it up. Okay. Yeah, that works. I like that. We'll go with that. So now we can take the setting powder. Just not too much, because oh no, my lights. Setting powder, right? So just sort of dot that around. You don't want to like. I was told not to brush it on like I would my normal powder foundation, because that would then smudge the liquid foundation that I've put on, as well as smudge the contouring, which I do not want to do. I want to keep the contouring, and I want to keep my foundation in place. Dot and pat everywhere. Lovely dog hair. Joys of living with fluffy dogs. My hair gets. Okay. So that's the face done. And oh, this is gonna squeak again. Ooh, sorry. Right, eyeshadow. So we go back to the fluffy brush. And actually, I think, yeah, we'll start with the dark brown this time, I think. Actually try to get like some proper shadowing going on. Oh no, come on, don't break on me. Okay. And then I need my little mirror again. Told you, I keep doing this. I keep putting the thing away and then having to pull it out again. I'm gonna blend it and blend it and blend it. Get that nice shadow going in the crease. And then I usually put just a little bit more on the actual corner, just to get some winged action-ish going. Oh, that might be a bit dark. Okay, well, we'll blend it out some more. Ah, crap, I missed a step. I forgot to do the eyebrows first. Hmm. Ish. Whatever. We'll blend it. Yeah, well, we'll see if we can salvage this. Okay, so I usually then, because I'm bad, I only have the one brush. I just take that same brush, dip it into the lighter color, and blend that on the lid. Mostly works. Ish. Okay. So because I feel like I actually did these ones a little too dark on the side, I'm just gonna take my big ass brush. I know it's not the right brush, but my right brush currently has pink blush powder on it, and because I forgot to wash my brushes. So normally I would use this one, but as you can see, it's got like pink on it, which not ideal for blending browns. Okay, so eyebrows, we do the same old. We just fill them in a little bit with a pencil. And I'm going a little too dark, too high up. Let's see if we can get them to look more alike this time than the first round. Ooh. Yeah, see, that feels really dark to me. I'm not sure I need eyebrows that dark. I just don't feel like I suit the super dark, super thick, prominent eyebrows. Yeah, I'm going a little too dark. feel like I almost have to a little bit because I already put the foundation on when I was bad and put the foundation on over my brows. I mean, not the worst. We gotta do the pomade. So I can still shape them a bit there. Okay. Then we move on to the pomade. And now I have to scoop out a little bit more because I used up all my edge supply. So usually what I do is I just scoop out a big old gunk of it and then stick it back on the inside on the edge so that it is easier to get in smaller amounts. Okay. Just want to get them to lie next to each other, not lie flat or get like too slicked back. And I think that's okay. All right. Cool. And then eyeliner. Because I'm still too chicken shit to do the winged eyeliner, just gonna go for the lash again. Except this time I'm actually gonna try to do bottom lash. And normally I see people like actually put eyeliner like on the waterline, like on the inside. Every time I do that, it just gets into my eyes and like starts to burn during the day. That is not a pleasant feeling. I don't know if I'm just using the wrong product when I do the waterline like that, or if I'm full on doing it incorrectly. Yeah, it's good enough. Okay. And wind it up just a little bit more, and I don't know if you can see what I'm doing, but basically going right over the little lashes to try to like fill in between them, and almost like a little bit under them as well. And then because it's difficult to do a thin line, I usually just sort of smudge it a bit with a fingertip. Usually helps and gets it looking a little shadowy without being like tons of product. That makes sense. Probably not. I'm not sure I'm using the right terminology. Woo. Okay. A little bit of a smoky smudge. And then we do mascara. Normally I don't wear lipstick. I'm trying to be better about that. I usually just go for like a lip gloss and a pink shade. I am working on growing my lipstick collection though. I have different shades of pink, sort of leaning more towards the nude colors. I have dark plums and reds. I have black, which is like, I'm not sure how often I get a chance to wear that one, or how brave I will be to wear that one. But yeah, this is basically my super foundation look. It doesn't usually last all that long. Like I said, I have combination skin, so it starts to get super oily sort of like a couple hours in. At that point, then I take my smoothing foundation my smoothing primer powder with me to work along with the fluffy brush, and I will periodically go into the bathroom and just sort of touch it up a little bit, mostly just for my own self-conscious reasons. Also just because I'm not sure how great it looks to have foundation and then oily skin just like ping pop with all the shininess. Not so great. But yeah, so this sort of brings us to the end of this episode, I think. Just to run through what my current setup or my current routines are. Not all that great. Lots of room for improvement. Lots of room for learning different techniques and improving the stuff that I already have. But like I said, I don't want to do that with a ton of products and a ton of brushes. And I see some of the tables that these makeup tutorial people on YouTube have, and it's just like all that stuff. And I do not want all the stuff. I don't have space for all the stuff. So I'm gonna try to keep things down to a minimum while still being effective. Realized I forgot a step. Face mist from Makeup Store, which I was told is really good for setting everything once you put it all on. Do a couple spritz in the air and then just let it fall on the face basically, and then you don't touch it. So we'll see. I'm gonna try to do a mobile vlog-ish. The next time that I do this whole big look for work, I am going to do like pictures every hour, I think. One picture every hour, just to sort of see how it goes on, and you can then see like what my skin does and what I see if I can find some way to combat that without having to do cake. Yes, I think cake only makes it worse. As you can see, I don't need help making it worse. It does it all by itself. Cool. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much for watching this this episode, and I am going to spend some time planning the next episode to see what I want to focus on. I think I might want to do eyebrows actually, because mine have really been pissing me off, and I feel like I need something more than just one pencil. We'll see. Actually, I think I'm gonna go for eyebrows. All right, we're gonna do eyebrows next. Yay! Okay, thanks everybody for watching. See you later. Bye.